Hello, everyone, and welcome to our monthly MBH board chat with our CEO, Vicky Sylvester, and myself, your host, Lisa Maynard-Atem. So let's get right into it. Hi, Vicky, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very busy, but a good busy. So yeah, all good.
Yeah, good busy is always good. So, as I said, let's get into it. So, I thought we could start talking about the annual report, but more specifically in terms of the companies. I know you've been doing quite a few visits and you've been speaking to people left, right, and centre. So, I thought maybe we could kind of have a chat around that.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, obviously the annual report's now out, so it's available for investors. And last year was still a very busy year for the companies. We were still faced with, we've talked about all this at the live events with the different companies where they come and tell us about the things last year. So recruitment, inflation, wars, there was a huge amount of things that were going on last year, but equally running alongside that, we were starting to see business sort of get broader and wider again, and more opportunities starting to open the doors again. So more construction projects getting up and running, different procurement coming around, for example, in the education vertical. Caravans are still selling well, which is great for all of us. So taxis getting back out on the road. So it really was a very busy year. And looking forward to this year, what we're seeing is, there's still those things going on in the system. However, we are seeing again more projects, companies talking about business they've won. A lot of settle down on the recruitment side as well. I'd say now we're starting to see that balance itself out a little bit more. So everybody's going into this year really excited. They came into January really excited, really looking forward to what we can achieve this year. And carrying on as the experienced businesses they are, dealing with what the world throws us at any given time at the moment. So everybody seems to be really focused and working together.
Yeah, it does seem like the world is throwing all sorts of things at us. So I think everybody's doing a fantastic job of coping and being really agile. So yeah, that's great. And then kind of just staying on the companies. I know that you've been doing the rounds, you've been going all over the world, visiting the various companies and their principals. So I was wondering, could you give us a bit of insight into that? Because I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, well, one of the big things for us was having a look at all the different businesses in the group, all the verticals we've got. How do we now continue to build those verticals, create more depth? How can we facilitate some more collaborative working? How could they collaboratively start to build their strategies as verticals and so on? And part of that is really understanding the businesses in the group and really understanding why they joined, what it is they want to achieve, what they're seeing at the moment, because we are diverse. We've got a wide range of companies. We're in different countries in the world. So what does that really look like, but on a subsidiary level? So I've seen all the UK ones now. I went out and to Spain and spent some time with the Approved Air team as well, back end of last year. And then recently got back from the US, went to see the companies there. And I'm going over to the other side of the world in June, over to New Zealand, Australia, and Singapore to see. So I've seen everybody. And it's been about, for me, really getting to know them in detail, getting to know their teams, understanding what MBH could be doing with them, understanding what they'd like to see and how they can contribute. So it's been absolutely invaluable. We have our meetups where we get together and we meet every month. But having a good piece of solid time with each business owner, it's been absolutely incredible and really helped gel those conversations together. And in a way, I'm almost a facilitator, bringing all the different parts together, so that we can look at it from an MBH perspective as well as a subsidiary perspective. So yeah, it's been really enjoyable, to be honest.
Are there any like particular highlights? Anything, did you sample some of the Boulder sausage? Because
Yeah,
I've not had a chance to sample it yet. So
yeah, I'm the first person in the group that's actually managed to sample the Boulder sausage. And then I also got, when I was over with Melissa, really understanding how real estate works and the plans that she's got around there. Spending time with the construction companies and understanding more about how their projects work, and all of that's feeding into what the teams, we've built teams in the business now, principals, looking at each of those specific opportunities or challenges, whatever the case may be, and coming up with proposals of how we address them, and really focusing on those areas of work. So yeah, I've had a really good time going around, and even, you know, talking to the teams. You find so much out when you're talking to the teams in a business about what matters to them. And one of the things that MBH has really held on to is that culture, that mindset. People still, they're there. You know, a lot of these teams, when I go to see them, have been there a long time, and they really care about their businesses, and they really want their businesses to be successful. And so talking to them not only gives them some reassurance that, you know, we're not coming in to take over, you know, everything's still working the way that they want it to work, as, you know, they're the key stakeholders in the businesses. But I think the other side of that is that they also give you some really invaluable feedback and really some insight, so that you can support them and support the business owners. So yeah, been really good.
Yeah, fantastic. And then obviously I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks, because we've got the meetup in London. So that'll be fun, and get a chance to meet everyone again in person. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for your time, Dickie, today. So, and no doubt we'll catch up again next month.
Yeah, lovely to see you.
You too, Vicky. Take care.
Find out more today at mbhcorporation.com.